Mindful Makers.
In this tutorial, we'll teach you how to make an ice luminary. This is a great project to make in the winter time when temperatures have dropped way down below freezing. We'll use an LED light to illuminate these beautiful glass-like lanterns. One way to make an ice lantern is to fill up a latex balloon with water. I like using these little takeout containers to hold my balloon. That way it'll have a nice flat base and it'll sit up straight when I take it outside to freeze. Before tying up my balloon, I'll release a little bit of water. That way there's no air bubbles trapped inside. I find it super handy to use a bread clip like this one when tying up my balloons. Now we're ready to take our balloon outside to freeze. You can leave your balloon to sit naturally, or if you'd like to give it more of a point, you can use a piece of string to stretch the balloon and hang it from an object. Watch these steps carefully to see how I make my knots for holding up the balloons. In this example, I'm using a piece of cotton twine about 5 feet in length. After 24 hours, you can come back and see if your luminary is ready. The only way to tell is to break it open. So I do recommend filling a bunch of balloons. That way you have extras and you can pick the best one for your final luminary display. If you'd like to make a larger opening in your luminary, use a hammer to gently tap on the bottom and chip away at the ice until the hole is as big as you'd like it to be. Make sure to release the water in a dish or somewhere where you won't be creating a slippery spot around your house. There are other ways that you can create ice luminaries. Try using a bucket. Fill it up with water and set it outside overnight. The next day, find a spot where you can flip it over, give it a push, and use gloved hands to chip away at any of the leftover ice. Now you have a really cool vessel to fill with light. Don't stop at one. Make more and you can stack them up into interesting displays. For my final experiment, I got my hands on an extra large balloon and filled it up with as much water as I could handle. Then I put it in a cake pan and took it outside to stretch out and freeze overnight. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks great. Now we're ready to add some lights. If you're using a set of battery-powered string lights, I recommend putting the controller inside a plastic bag to help protect it from any extra moisture. Another option is to use a battery-powered tea light for a flickering candle effect. Or if you have any single LEDs, attach it to a coin cell using a bit of electrical tape, and I also recommend putting it inside a baggie to help protect it from short-circuiting. Now all that's left to do is to put your light inside your ice luminary. It's a good idea to keep your controller box on the outside of the luminary so that you can switch it off easily. To create an automated display, see if you can find a set of battery-powered lights with an automatic on-off timer. These are my favorite types of lights to use for decorating, so I don't have to remember to turn things on and off. I hope you enjoyed this project. and I'd love to see how your luminaries turned out. Share your photos with us online and don't forget to tag us. Happy crafting!